Hello everybody, and in today's video I'm going to be going over a build that is made to spread Radiant Orb and Reverberation using the Ranger class tree. And this build is specifically made with Wyll in mind. It's kind of more of a lore-based build, kind of a more for fun build like in the last video I made, going over the Karlach Monk build. This is more along the lines of that and less of like an optimized honor mode build. So I wouldn't recommend this in an optimized setting, although due to the way the levels scale out, it's mostly Hunter Ranger, and I would say Hunter Ranger is very viable for honor mode. So if you want to use an honor mode, you can go ahead, but I wouldn't. This isn't a highly optimized build like for honor mode specifically. It's more of a for fun lore based build for Wyll. And the reason we're going with Ranger, by the way, is I guess spoilers for the reunion camp, but if you break his pact with Mizora, he tells you how he's become a ranger. So I thought, hey, we should build around that. I thought that would be fun. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. So don't forget, if you do enjoy, leave a like and be sure to subscribe. And yeah, let's get into the leveling process. Alright, now I know I just said that this is going to be a ranger build, but we're going to start in cleric. This is only going to take one level in cleric, and we're going to pick the war domain. Now there are many good reasons to do this. The main reason I'm doing it is for the divine favor spell that adds radiant damage to the attacks. This is going to be very important for spreading radiating orb combined with all the armor. So divine favor is very important. You also get war priest charges, which are very helpful, and you can get like guidance, sacred flame, very good cantrips. And in terms of spells as well, you get healing word and guiding bolt, which are pretty good, and inflict wounds. Just very useful spells in general. And for the skills, we're going to go 16 dex and 16 wisdom. Gonna have constitution at 14, but that's gonna get boosted later. And we're gonna put the rest in charisma just because it's Wyll. He started as a warlock. He should have some charisma. I think it's fitting. And oh, I guess clerics do pick domain. I'm used to this. I have a customizer mod, so I get like this deity selection for every class, but clerics do get this. It doesn't matter, but I guess pick whatever you think is appropriate for Wyll. I'm just gonna this one. And we're gonna hit confirm. Alright, on to level 2. Now, from here, we're just going to be taking Ranger 12. It's not going to be too complicated. For the favorite enemy, I would go with Bounty Hunter. I think it's very nice for this build. And the Natural Explorer, I would just get all of these resistances. I would start off with Poison, because if you're playing through... Like, if you're actually playing this build throughout the game, at this point in the game, there's going to be a lot of poison damage going around. It's either that or fire. It's really your pick, but I would go with poison, like, personally. And these can just be whatever you want. You might want a stealth proficiency, I don't know. Onto level 2 for the spells. As you can see, we already have Cure Wounds from the Cleric, so we don't need to pick that up. I would pick here, Ensnaring Strike is pretty good for earlier levels, and I would pick Hunter's Mark just because it's good damage. And for the fighting style, I would go with Archery, but if you want to do more melee stuff, you could go with Dueling, but I think Archery's better, but it's really up to personal preference, so... Now onto level 3, this is the subclass selection. We're just going to pick Hunter. We get one more spell. If you don't have anyone with Long Strider, pick up Long Strider, but if not, Enhanced Sleep is good. Or if Wyll is your main character, you could do Speak with Animals. I'm just going to pick Long Strider. And for the Hunter's Prey, I think that Colossus Slayer is easily the best one and the most useful. But if you have another preference, then you could go ahead and pick a different one. I just like Colossus Slayer because it adds, adds a decent bit of damage. onto level 4, we're gonna get our first feat. And if you are playing this throughout like the act, like if you're going through the game at this point, you'll be total level 5. You'll still be in Act 1. I wouldn't go with sharpshooter just yet, unless you really want the ignoring high ground rules. It's the two feats we're picking is ability improvement for Dex and the sharpshooter. So it really depends on like what you want to pick first. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have both. I'm just gonna go with sharpshooter now, and then pick up the Dex later. At level 5, we'll get the extra attack. We get another spell. I would probably go with like Spike Growth or something, although we do have 2 other concentration spells. But if you want to, you can, replace some of them. Yeah, that's basically it for this level. There's not really much to go over. For level 6, we're going to get another favored enemy. I would go with probably... none of these are really particularly useful. I guess just Ranger Knight. And then for our Natural Explorer, we'll pick up the fire resistance, because that's always pretty useful. Now for level 8, for level 7 Ranger, we get another spell. I would probably take Silence at some point. If you know what you're doing with Silence, it's actually a very good spell, and the best part about it too is that it's a ritual spell, so you can use it outside of combat and it doesn't need a spell slot. So you could use this in very unique and creative ways, and it's also just like very, it's literally free out. Like there's not really a reason not to have it. And as for defensive tactics, I think I'm going to be going with multi-attack defense. I think it's the best one here. I mean, if you want to pick any of the other 2, it's more of a preference thing. I like multi-attack defense, but yeah, it's just me. Onto level 8 Ranger. We can replace a spell if we want to. I don't think I'll be doing that. And we will get our second and final feat, where we're just going to increase our Dex. Just for more reliability and stats. Now we get level 3 spells. I think at this point you could pick up Plant Growth and then replace Spike Growth with something that's not concentration, preferably. If we can do something like maybe Lesser Restoration. And then, yeah, I mean, I know too, it might be tempting to pick up Lightning Arrow, but it's like it's just not great damage-wise, and like we're not going to be using that too often because of the way Whirlwind Attack and Volley work. I don't think you can't volley with a Lightning Arrow. If you can volley with a Lightning Arrow, it would be ridiculous, but it would just be a single target with this Lightning Arrow, so it's not really worth it. Onto Ranger 10, we're gonna get another favorite enemy. We can just get True Strike, it's funny, and we'll get the Cold Resistance. And for the last level of Ranger, we're finally gonna get our Whirlwind Attack and Volley, and you can get another spell. We'll just go with Zeolite, I guess. Maybe just Fog Cloud. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Actually, we don't have Enhanced Sleep. We'll take that. And yeah, that's the leveling process. It's not too complicated. I mean, Hunter Ranger doesn't get too many selections. Just kind of more of a simple leveling process. So now I'm gonna go on to the gear, which really makes the gear is what's most important to this build. It kind of differentiates it to what else you could do with Hunter Ranger. So yeah, let's just get into. I'll get into that now. All right, now in terms of gear, I think the most important parts of this build are the Luminous Armor, the Luminous Gloves, and the Boots of Stormy Glamour. These can all be obtained in Act 1, I'm pretty sure. I know this is in the Slow Knight Outpost, and this you can get from Omelium. You can just buy it off of him in trade. And actually, I think the Luminous Gloves are in Act 2, sorry. These are in the Shadow Curse lands. But by Act 2, you'll have all of these pieces. and along with the 2 rings that you get in Act 1, it's just the goal of this build is really to spread radiating orb through your weapon attacks. Now, that's why we're using this bow that I don't know how to pronounce. I think it's Gaunter Mayo. I don't know. But the reason we do that is that it gives us this action, the Bolt of Celestial Light. It adds 1d4 radiant to our range attacks, and that would make it so that it causes the radiant shockwave. It would give us the 2 more radiant orb from the gloves, and it's an effect, so they get reverberated. So yeah, that's a lot of effects, and the reason, like, we can spread it very well because we can just volley in this huge radius with some pretty good damage with a sharpshooter on. That's 20 to 27. Now, the way that volley works too, it's better to have like stacks of damage that you could see added on here. So you could see the acid from the caustic band is being added on. Now, if we concentrate on divine favor, you can see now we're getting the damage from the strange conduit ring and the damage from divine favor. So that's 1d4 psychic, 1d4 radiant, 2 acid, and then the damage that we're already dealing. And if we were to use the Bolt of Celestial Light, that would be another 1d4 radiant. Now, the reason why it's so strong with volley is that if you're hitting multiple people, you're getting more chances to roll higher damage. So you could just like do so much damage and apply all these effects in a radius, and there's no cooldown on this either. You can just volley whenever you feel like it. Like, you can just use this over and over and over again. Like, you can use that at your feet, it doesn't hit you either. And you can even spread Guiding Bolt like this too because of the bow. So it'll be easier to hit on a follow-up as well. And you can hasten yourself. So that's kind of the main focus of this build. You also have the Rapier, the Peller Sunblade. I just picked this. I mean, this can be a lot of different things. I just picked it because it does native Radiant. So, like, you don't even have, like, if you don't have, like, because the Bolt of Celestial Light only affects your range. And if you don't have Divine Favor up, that means even if you have to, like, Whirlwind attack, this is always doing Radiant, and you're always spreading Radiating Orb. So I just thought that would be fine. And the shield, I just have Viconia's Walking Fortress. It's just, like, defensively the best shield possible. Rebuke the Mighty doesn't work right now, but actually, I'm pretty sure a patch is coming out today as I'm recording this that is supposed to fix it. So once this is fixed, this is pretty good. Spell Guard is amazing. You just have advantage on saving throws against spells, and along with that, with the Amulet of Greater Health, you have advantage on con saving throws. So if it's a spell, if it's a spell targeting con, you're basically never gonna get hit. And then the advantage on constituting saving throws is also good to keep up Divine Favor. And just any other concentration spell, like Ensnaring Strike or like Spike Growth if you still have it. Yeah, it's just very nice. And I'm trying to think. Oh, I didn't go over the helmet. Okay. The helmet, I just did the helmet of Baldurin. Obviously, it's very good and broken. But also, I just thought it was fitting for Wyll, because he kind of like looks up to Baldurin, so I was like, I could just use that. I mean, for this build in particular, maybe there's better options, but at the same time, you can't go wrong with this. It's pretty nice. Can't be stunned. +1 AC. Can't get crit. It's pretty good, all things considered. And the final piece of gear I haven't talked about is the Cloak. When a creature with Reverberation deals damage to the wearer, the creature needs to make a con saving throw or become dazed. I just put that on because of the Boots of Stormy Clamor. We're also going to be applying Reverberation a lot, so I just thought that might be useful. And I'm trying not to use the same cloaks in every video because there's basically like 2 good cloaks in the entire game. So I'm trying to do something new here. So yeah, it's basically it for the gear. And now I will show off how it is in gameplay, in the gameplay section. So yeah, let's go over to that. Alright, now to show off what this build could do, I'm going to start the fight with the Bolt of the Celestial Light. And before I do that, I can apply the once per long rest haste, just for more actions. And then we can just shoot someone. You know what? Yeah, shoot this person. No way. I murdered someone? No. Insane. One thing that I am noticing, that I forgot to bring up in the gear section is that the Celestial's haste has less turns than the regular haste. It's only 5 turns, and since I waited, I kind of put myself in a little bit of a sticky spot. I only have 2 turns of this haste. I don't think this combat's gonna be over in 2 turns. That's a little awkward, but we can deal with it. So now our bow is dealing radiant damage, and since we're concentrating, we have more. Yeah, you can see the damage is already going up already. So you can just volley this group of people. Now they all have radiating orb for 6 turns, and we can actually do that. Oh, it's saying bonus action. What if I didn't want to use my bonus action? Am I locked into using my bonus action? Can I not use my bonus action right now? Huh, that is weird. I want to use my regular extra attack, but it's making me use the charge. That's awkward. You know what? I'll just use the charge. It's fine. Do it again. One of those actually killed someone. Now they have... That guy has 10 turns. Yeah, they both have 10 turns of Radiating Orb. And as you can see, there's just no resource on this. You can just do this whenever. So we could just volley this group. Now she has Radiating Orb. You know, maybe... do I have any arrows? Yeah, let's just take some of these arrows here. Now we can, hopefully, if I have one, I do. This would be a good use for one of these. So now she's dead, and now she's reverberated. And now I can just volley again. Can I hit? I can hit both. Now she has more. Yeah, they're just on death's door right now. And now I can just equip a melee weapon in case they want an opportunity attack. And let's just like run over here. It's unfortunate that the War Priest charge thing happened because I wanted to show off the use of Sanctuary as well. Because we could have just self-Sanctuary and they couldn't hit us at all. That guy's gonna throw. He's gonna get Reverberation because he threw something at me. That's tough. That's insanely tough. Yeah, as you can see, like that guy has so much Radiating Orb, he is not hitting me. Now this guy's, yeah, that guy's gonna have to dash to get to me. Oh, that's slightly annoying. But yeah, it looks like they're grouping up a little bit. Oh, that's tough. Radiating Orb, Reverberation. That guy's not hitting me. No shot. Nope. Yeah, now they're just... What a convenient group you guys put yourself in. That's crazy. Just gonna volley again. Oh, we killed someone. Now they're reverberated. We can just do it again. And we're breaking all of the terrain nearby. Oh, I could get that guy in here too. Do it again. There's some more dead. Now there's only one guy left. Wow, this went so much better than when I tested this out originally. That's crazy. We just, like, there's literally no downside to using this volley, by the way. Like, this doesn't even hit your allies. If like I had allies here, it doesn't hit them either. So we can just volley this guy. Now he has Radiating Orb, and he has Reverberated. Let's do it again. And now he's prone, because he got, because the volley's hitting multiple times, as you can see, that one hit reverberated him 4 times. And if you get 5 stacks of reverberation, they become prone. So now we just cannot do anything. And now we're just gonna run up to him. Why not? Oh. Kinda forgot there were people there. That's a little awkward. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait. I just got so... Did I not become lethargic because of silence? Or is that the Celestial Haste? If that's the Celestial Haste, it's even better than I thought it was. I don't think so. I haven't really gained hastened. I think that should have made me lethargic. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Let's just, Oh no. Just kill this guy. Yeah. And... Oh, I have my War Priest charge. Can I get them both in this? I can. Cool. Now they all have I broke so much furniture. And I'm just gonna run backwards. I'd like to keep my distance a bit. Now she has 5 stacks of reverberating orb. I mean, radiating orb, not reverberating orb. She's in the silence? That's awesome. Oh damn, she still reached me. Not a wolf. I don't want to kill the wolf. She hit me? Oh, nice 4 damage, by the way. Like, I'm saying she hit me, but that was a nice 4 damage. Just do some more of this. The wolf is now reverberated. Oh damn, I missed both. That's unfortunate. It'd be a shame if I had Sanctuary. Now no one can hit me. Oh, and she becomes reverberated because I Sanctuary. That's very fair. You know what? Very honest and very fair. Go ahead, hit me. Oh, you can't. That's tough. That's so tough. I don't even know if the wolf can even get up there. Yeah, he's locked over there. I could hit a crazy volley now. I'm gonna turn off Sharpshooter just so I could start Radiating Orb. Like getting more charges of that. Hopefully hit more. That was a lot of charges of 0. That's kind of funny. I don't know why that happened, but... and now... you know what? Let's just concentrate on Shield of Faith. Just to hammer it home that they're not going to hit me anytime soon. Now my AC is 23. And they have so much Reverberating Orb. Yeah, like, no chance. Literally no chance. She just silenced a random civilian. Typical Flaming Fist, silencing random civilians. Ah, nice. They're in a very good Whirlwind attack positioning, but we don't have the best hit chance on Whirlwind attack, just because we're not really a melee build like that. Like, I think, yeah, 35. I think it's more reliable to hit volley. Oh, goodbye, civilian. Now for the good guys to come kill the civilians. This is a disaster. Yeah. We just have a lot to attack rolls as well. If you don't have Sharpshooter on, this is a very accurate build. And this build works really well too if you, like, you know, if I had the rest of my team here, they could also take advantage of the fact that they all have Radiating Orb. So it's not necessarily, like, the biggest deal that you're not doing the most damage in the world. In fact, arguably, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be preferable to not take Sharpshooter and then just go to 20 dex, but, like, Sharpshooter is probably good for, like, most of the game, actually, because you're not going to get volley until way later in the game. So Sharpshooter is probably correct, but I would understand if you just went 20 dex instead. Nice miss. Nice miss. Nice miss. Nice. Did you see how many stacks of damage that was? Like, 8 piercing, 2 radiant, 2 acid, 4 psychic, 2 thunder. That's crazy. Nice disengage, idiot. Oh, now she's at a range. Okay. just volleying over and over again. You know, alright, we're gonna hit the flourish. Damn. Oh, that missed as well. Nice miss. Nice miss. You'd think we'd have like 40 AC, but it's just radiating orb. Nice miss. We're still at like, we've only taken 2 damage. And now we're back at full because of the helmet. Oh god, this is so funny. Alright, now she's dead. We'll just put some radiating orb on her. And by that I mean kill her. And the fight's over. That was pretty simple. That worked out pretty well. I guess just to talk about more of the weaknesses maybe with this build. As you can see, we have no more War Priest charges. We only have 1 level of Cleric, so we don't get that many. But unfortunately, the Volley and Whirlwind attacks are not available until Hunter level 11. So there's not really a lot of multi-classing potential with Hunter. But I think this build is very strong. I think it's fun for Wyll because he does become a ranger eventually. Once his pact goes away, he's a ranger. So I just thought it'd be more fun. And the radiant damage theme is just because he's not affiliated with the devil anymore. The devil from the Bible, not affiliated. So now we're going light cleric ranger vibes, and I think it works out very well for him. So yeah, if you like the build, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and share the video and share the channel. Do all the YouTuber things, and I will now be heading out. Alright, bye.